Hi people. Okay, what I'm going to be doing on this video is we're going to change the drive belt on a Mini 1, the R50. So it's a 2002 car. Okay, the drive belt is there. Okay, and it goes around the alternator, the water pump on this car, the air conditioning as well, as well as the bottom pulley. Okay, so it's just one of the many jobs I'm doing at this time. So the first thing you need to do, take your wheel off. Well, jack the car first, put on axle stands as you can see. The wheel's already off. Okay, it doesn't have to be coming off like this, but I'm doing the inner CV boot, so I've had to take the drive shaft out. Just take the wheel off, and then you need to take off the wheel arch liner to give you some room to the bottom pulley just under there. So that's what we're going to do. So all you've got is a couple of these little screws. Like that. So you've got a couple of these plastic screws here. Okay, you've got one there, there's one there, another one there, another one there. So that's 4. There's one over there, 5, and then just up in here somewhere there's also these Phillips screws that screws to the arch, right? Could be underneath all that dirt there. Yep, there it is. Okay, so just underneath there, and you've got the Phillips screw. Okay, all you need to do is take off this front part here. So as you take this off, you'll be able to bend it over your suspension strut here. Okay, because you only need access to the front there. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, there's also a screw underneath the bumper as well, because it attaches through here. Okay, on this one now, it's pulled through, so I don't need to unscrew it. It'll go just through there. Maybe screw through, so I just need to undo that one as well. Okay, so once you've undone them, just pull it back a bit. Okay, so you just want to bend it around just past your strut here. Obviously, as mine's been taken apart, I can't bend it all the way down, but it'll just bend itself all the way around there and just hold it back. So it's going to give me a little bit more limited working space, but I'll still be able to do it because there's your bottom pulley, which is what you want to get access to. Okay, so once that's done, we need to move into the engine bay. Okay, so in here, okay, we need to remove this here. Okay, nice and simple. There's a bolt here, part of the engine mount, which holds on to this bracket here. So just undo that, and I'll take this off. Okay, and you may then just need to disconnect the wiring as well. Okay, all the pipes off it, just to give you a bit more room to manoeuvre it. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, so it's this bolt here. It's a 16mm. Okay, it's not done up mega tight. It's quite easy to take apart. Okay, so it does that off. So that's loose, so we can then pull this bracket up here. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to disconnect this wire in here just to give me a bit more. Yeah, actually, that's already snapped up there. You can see it's a bit difficult to get it. Okay, so there we go. Quite a longish bolt. Okay, so the smoother bolt, that will then allow you to move this out of the way. So I'm going to do, just disconnect the top hose here. Just squeeze those two there and pull like that. There you go. And I can move this down over here out of the way. That just gives you a bit more room into here. Now, down here, put some height on that, is the tensioner. Okay, that's the tensioner there. Okay, that there is your tensioner. So what you need to do is either use the special mini tool, which I've seen on eBay, which is about £18 I think it was, and also the locking pin as well. Okay, but I've got a Tang Tools torque wrench. Okay, now this will fit in. There's a little square cutout just on the side there, which this fits into. However, because there's not much room, you do need it to be quite fat, not too bulky on the head of your ratchet. Okay, otherwise it won't fit in the gap between the pulley and the bodywork. And you just stick that in there, like so. Keep missing. Right, I'm gonna have to have two hands on this one. Okay, so you just lock it into the square little tab hole there. Okay, and then what you want to do is you then push it back that way, which lifts the tension off the tensioner, and get yourself quite a smallish Allen key. And then it's going to be difficult for me to show you, okay, but basically this part here on the pulley, okay, this part here, okay, is where you want your Allen key to fit through. It slides under there and onto the side here. See that little hole there? Okay, in there you get your Allen key in between the two. Okay, so as you prise it back, okay, as you can see there's not much room at all, so as you prise it back, right, your Allen key goes, let's get some light in there again, your Allen key, okay, goes under there and into the hole and locks it in place. Okay, as you can see I can't really film it and do it at the same time. Okay, so there you go, see if I can show you that. There you go, so you can just about see that there. So the Allen key there is just locked the tensioner off, which means that the belt is now nice and slack. Okay, so I can then unthread the belt. Okay, what you want to do before you take the belt off though is just take a look at how it actually runs. Okay, because you want to obviously put it back on the same way. Okay, so let's remove the belt. So what I'm going to do, because I've got a bit more room here, okay, I'm going to come to the bottom of the engine. It's a bit difficult to hold the torch as well. Okay, as you can see, the belt goes around this pulley, then goes over this way, then around the water pump and the aircon pump. Okay, but as you can see, it's nice and slack now. I'll show you, there you go, nice and slack. So all you do is just lift it off its pulleys, okay, and take it out. So you have to do this two hands. So I've stopped. Okay, so just unhook it from the bottom pulley there. Okay, so if you've got an aircon, here's your aircon pump. If you haven't got it, then it'll just go straight up round to that pulley there. Okay, which is your water pump. And then it then goes underneath the tensioner and around your alternator belt. So again, just no way to film it there. Okay, so that's how it runs. It's now off. Let's get the new one. Okay, so this is my new belt. Okay, so make sure if you've got aircon, you get the one for the aircon. Okay, sometimes there'll be arrows on there telling you which direction it runs. Okay, there isn't anything on here, just a little writing. So what you want to do is fit it so that the writing you can actually read. So don't have it so the writing's upside down, have it that way so the writing is the right way up. Okay, so this is the QH, which is Quinton Hazel. As you can see, they're the part numbers. A 2002 Mini 1 1.6 petrol with air conditioning. Okay, if you haven't got air conditioning, chances are the part number will be different. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fit this now in the car by fitting it around the top of the alternator and down underneath the pulley, and then coming underneath the car. Then I'm going to then feed it around the bottom crank pulley, the aircon and the water pump. Okay, so I've got the full visibility on here, but there's just no room here at all to really film it. So again, around the top of the alternator, just drop it down. So it's dropped down the side there. You get your hand underneath then, what you see there, my fingers there, put your hand there and you can help pull it through and down. This is your water pump, just by here, so you want it then around that, underneath then the aircon pump, which if you haven't got aircon you won't have it, and around the bottom pulley. Okay, so as you can see the belt is just slightly rounder. I just got to fit it through under there. Okay, so once the belt's on, what we need to do is make sure it's all on the runners and in the grooves, and release the tension, take your Allen key back out again, release the tension back in, start your engine up, run it, make sure it's not squeaking and everything goes hunky-dory, and it's just in case then put your wheel out, slide it back, put your wheel back on, job done. Thanks for watching. Oh, forgot to mention, don't forget to put this back on, put the bolt back in, connect up the pipes as well. Thank you.